Hi guys! Andito ako sa trabaho ko ngayon. Like, di ba, military ako. So, nandito tayo ngayon mag-ano tayo ng interview, kind of like that, para malaman yung mga future soldier dyan, yung gusto maging sundalo, malaman nyo kung ano at paano. Yung kumbaga, konting information sa inyo at maging knowledge kung ano talagang ginagawa ng mga sundalo, soldiers. So, right now, nandito ako sa NCO ko. NCO means non-commissioned officer. They're leader. Leader sila ng parang sila yung muna, tapos yung mga officer. So, I'm gonna ask him a question about how is it like to be in the military. And yung parang journey niya or yung time niya in the military. Okay? So, here we are guys. This is my NCO and he's a sergeant first class and he's gonna introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Sergeant First Class Fairway, Lancer Bistro Restaurant Manager.
So, I'm gonna ask him about his journey or his time being in the military. Right, son?
Yeah.
So, first of all, son, are you giving me authorization to do this in front of the camera and
Yes.
actually upload it to the YouTube?
Yes.
So people can have the knowledge, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have some few questions, Sar.
Okay.
Sergeant, like, that's how we call it for the NCO. Wait a second. So, I have this question that I prepared for him or for all the soldier that wants to give a little bit of knowledge or a little bit of something for, about them. First question, Sar. What is it like to be in the military?
To be in the military, for me, it's something that I always wanted to do. You know, I loved it. I really wanted to join because of September 11th. You know, what happened, I know everybody know what happened September 11th, so that really boosts my morale of joining the military. So.
Oh, that's good. 9/11, guys, is the Holocaust, or like a lot of people died, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell to the people that doesn't know about the 9/11 just a little bit of some brief,
Well, I know everybody watched the news, so like you seen when the plane crashed into the World Trade Center. You know, a lot of people died. You know, I wasn't in the military then. I was like at my grandmother's house, and I actually watched it on the news, and it really kind of touched me a little bit. You know, and that what really wanted me to join. You know, when I seen the plane, crash into the building, and like I said, it's like, I can do something. You know, I can go join, and that might help.
Yeah, the reason why I asked Sarah because some of the people out there doesn't know anything about 9/11. So that's why I asked.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fine.
the next question is like, what can you tell about the people that thinks when they say military, being in the military, like they always go to work, like always war, war, war. Like, what else about the military besides war?
Well, like you know, the military has all kinds of MOSs. You know, being a 92 golf is a lot of people think being a 92 golf is just working the defect, but it's more than that. It's a lot of other programs that us 92 golfs can do. While besides being in the defect though. So I can name like a couple, but I know it's a lot. So I say like listed aid is one, C10 program. It's a lot of stuff that we can do. A lot of people think 92 golfs just work in the DFAC dining facility, but that's not the case. It's more than just working in a dining facility.
Just to clarify, 92 golf is one of the MOS, means one of the job. Like instead of like people think that it's just war. No, there's different kind of jobs. Which is 92 golf is a cook. culinary specialist. That's what we call. Right, Sarn?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so Sarn, is the military changed your life, or how did it change your life?
Well, it actually, like I said, it's something I wanted to do, because of 9/11, and it really changed my life, cause it's like, for me, I was working like two jobs, going to school too at the same time, and like I said, like this, joining was probably one of my last resorts, though, like, that's any anybody else that probably going through the same shoes that me, like you working two jobs, working, trying to support yourself and stuff, and going to school, to college and stuff, and you like, well, man, I'm almost at my last, so what I'm gonna do? Join the military. So when I did join, I joined like 2003, and after that I never looked back, So it actually changed my life, really, joining. I'm kind of honored and glad that I did join.
It's like what it says in the music, right? Once you have the uniform on, you just can't take it off.
Right.
Right. It's
right.
really hard. I mean, I'm not planning to, but so Sarn, what can you say about the future soldier, or the one that wants to be a soldier?
For like, cause you have two types of soldiers. You have a soldier that just want to come in and do their time, and then you have a soldier that's like myself, that wants to come in and retire. Like, you have to really look at it, the type of person that the soldier is. The one that want to come in and just do their time and get out, and then the ones like myself want to come in, like when I actually joined, I was like, it's really not me, it's the man upstairs really that really guides me through my years here. When I joined, I was like 31 when I joined. So
really?
I was pretty old. If everybody, if you want to say that, but
no,
but I'm just saying if you want to say it, but yeah, I joined at 31, and like I said, it was my last resort. I came down, I was like, okay, let me join. But that was like the best thing I ever did, at 31, in basic. I was like almost the oldest one in basic, but it was somebody else that was like 32. But like I said, what I want to get down to it, it's like joining and knowing that if you do your 20 years, it's like a reward at the end of the tunnel. That's what really motivates me. And then, like I said, I get out my praises to the man upstairs, because he's the one guiding me from 2003 to now to the present. I have like 3 more years left, before I can actually say I can retire.
Cool.
So, and he's still guiding me, from 2003 to now until I get ready to retire. So, but it's got to be, you got to be that, it got to be in you, to do that, because when I started, I was like, well, can I do this? This year one, like, can I do 20 years? It was like me, I was like in the defect talking, I was like a PFC, and I was just like, me and the man upstairs just having a conversation together. I was at, where I was at? I was at Fort Hood, Texas, and I was walking in a defect, and I was like, well, can I do this? I'm in year 3, and I got 17 more years to go. Can I do this? And it's like the man upstairs said, yeah, you can do it. Just trust in me. And here I am, like 3 more years left, and I'm still trusting in him that I can do it.
Yep. So sorry, you talk about a little bit about your job, which is the 9 to 2 golf, right? Which is the cook. Can you tell me, besides of cooking, can you tell me about a little bit about 9 to 2 golf?
Okay.
Your job.
Oh, my job, yeah, that's easy. Because it's something that I love to do. Before I joined, it's something I love to do was cooking. To my dad's brother, he died, but that's all he wanted. He do cook. You know, he had a catering service. And then my grandmother, one of my grandmothers, she died too, but she loved to cook. And then my mom's mom, she loved to cook. So then I got an aunt that loved to cook. So it's like pretty much in my family, you know. And it's something I love to do though. It's like excuse me, but it's like I say, for instance, for me, I can go to the grocery store and I can go down the aisle and I'll be like, okay, what can I cook for myself tonight? You know, while I'm in the grocery store, you know, that's when you have that passion, you be thinking like that when you're in the grocery store. You be like, you go down the aisle, I can put this together, and get a meat, and I can make me a hefty meal. You know, I know a lot of people don't do that, but you know, maybe some, but it's few people that have the passion. You know, that want to be a 92 golf culinary specialist. You know, it got to be in you. You know, you can just go out there and cook for a lot of people. You know, you can just throw something together. But when you have that passion, you want to do more than throw it together. You want the people that come in to eat, you want them to eat your food. You don't want them to come in and just look at it like, it looks okay, pretty good, I might try it. No, you want them to come in, it looks outstanding. I would love to have some of this. I would love to go down, sit down and eat and come back and get more. That's my passion. That's me.
Right? So that's it, right? About the 92 golf. So son, last question.
Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about your journey being in the military, like your past, like
Okay.
what your achievements, you know, whatever you can talk about, you know, your journey in the military.
Okay. Well, like I said, it started like 2003. You know, that's when I joined. I can say I did college. I did almost like 2.5 years of college, and I worked 2 jobs, and I was like down to my last. I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? You know, like all my mother's sisters were students, were college grads, so they were pushing, go to college, go to college, go to college. So I was like, okay, I really wanted to join the military, but they was pushing college, so I went to college. So I did the college thing, you know. It worked out a little bit, and it worked out like I wanted to work out, because I really didn't, you know, graduate. So that's what led me to getting 2 jobs. And then, you know, then like I got the 2 jobs and that was working okay, but then I was like, no, I got to do something else. You know, this ain't what I want to do. This is not my future. Like I said, the man upstairs had my future in his hands. You know, so I prayed like, well, God, give me the strength and knowledge to fulfill my future. And that led me down to the military, down there to the Army. Well, actually, I went to the Air Force first, but it didn't work out. So I wasn't going to the Marines or the Navy. Wasn't going to do that. So I was like, okay, let's go to the Army and see. And here I am. I'm here. You know, still going on strong. Wait to retire, yeah. Can't wait to retire. You know, like I said, I got gray hair, but that's understandable. You know, with the age though. But just ready to retire and you know, just enjoy life. You know, well, I'm enjoying life now, but I'm saying really enjoy life with knowing that I did my time. You know, did my service in the military.
Oh, after this, sorry, I lied. I have another question.
Okay. Hey.
The last one. Last
Okay.
question, I'm sorry.
All right, no problem.
So, in general, what can you say about military? I know you're in the Army right now,
Yeah.
but what can you actually say about being the military, like the military itself?
Well, like I said, everybody has their own opinion about the military. You know, my opinion that it is what it is. It's like, to me, it's like a game. Like, like you playing a card game. You know, they have their rules and regulations. You know, of the card game, and you when you playing, you want to play to win it. You know, so basically, it's like you have to do what you got to do to win the game, but it got to be the right way. You can't go under the table with tricky stuff. You got to have all your cards on the table when you're playing this game. You know, the military, when you're being in the military. Like for me, like I tell my soldiers, you be where you got to be in the right uniform, do the right thing, and pass your PT test, and you qualify. You do them 5 things in the military, you'll win every time.
Mhm. So there you go, guys. So basically, once you wear the uniform, wear it with pride, right, Sarn?
Right.
So there you have it, guys. Sarn First Class Caraway, our leader, NCO. So thank you so much, Sarn. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Sorry.
I know.